Hello everyone, and welcome back to my 100% walkthrough for Wild Arms 2. So, just a couple of things that I want to point out before we get started. Firstly, I took the time out. I went to Telepath Tower because of the chance of at least 4 enemies spawning at the same time, which would make things a lot quicker and easier. And I went ahead and took the time out to learn Arcana 13 and Thanatos X from Guy Ramtos. And I also stole some tiny flowers while I was at it, just so that I have a few to kind of hold me over. Everybody's luck stat is at best. And then I am going to go ahead. I'm going to give Stair Row to Ashley. I am going to give Leatia Salt to Tim. Guy Ramtos to Lilka. Morgalt to Conan. And Arusulato to Brad. This will complement all their offensive spells best for each character. So, go ahead, head down to B1. Talk to your ring vendor. Buy 1 fire ring. We will be getting the rest of these eventually. Right now, I'm just doing it this way for cost efficiency. Head back up to the 4th floor. Pilot the chateau and then exit. Go ahead and teleport to the town of Maria, because we need the hovercraft on the outer sea. Now, real quickly, do you remember how I mentioned how we didn't get one of the enemies from the Hind del Gazo, and I mentioned that I was going to highlight it later? Well, it turns out we already have it in our album. So, do you remember the fake Brad that we fought? Well, it turns out that that actually gave us the credit for defeating the doppelganger. So if you're following along with me on this guide, and if you've run into the same exact encounters that I have, your number should be 167 out of 342, about 48% of the album. Now, if you have a couple more than this because you've discovered monsters out here in the open waters, that's perfectly fine. But as long as you have at least 167, you've encountered all the enemies that I've highlighted so far, you should be golden as far as the encounters go. However, there is one enemy that we can find. If you go to the east, and then once you get around this island, head north. You'll notice that small island. There's an item here we can find. It's a sign. Beware, Monster Island. That's how you know you're in the right spot. So, walk around the inside this forest until you get a new encounter. Also, this island is where the doppelganger can be spawned. Eventually, you will get forced into a battle, but we're just looking for that green bubble. Well, this can be kind of annoying. Wow, I don't have anything that cures sleep. Okay. Alright, that fight turned out to be a little bit more annoying than I thought it would be. Of course, we did get poisoned, but we have plenty of antidotes. And there's at least one more monster that we can find in here. So we'll just keep running around until we find it. There he is. Alright, so for this enemy, he is only weak to light. So, equip the light ring on the physical character, and then we will have Tim use arrow shot. And since Lilka doesn't have a light spell, we will use Saber. All right, now that we have those, we're going to teleport to Sealgy region. teleport to the hovercraft. Oh, and go ahead and take off the fire ring off your physical character. Now, you will notice there's a green pip on the lower left radar. Ignore that for now. We will be going there soon. Please ignore the temptation. That is a new location that I will be covering in a future video very soon. Instead, work your way around. We're going to go to the south a little bit and then to the southeast, or west, sorry. And what we're aiming for is that little island in the very southern tip of the map that kind of looks like a bird's skull. And just work your way around until you find a beach that you can drop off at. There are 2 new monsters that we could find outside here, so we'll go ahead and find them before we go into the crater. Alright, so these particular guys here have duplicators that we can steal. So go ahead and switch Fingalin onto any of your characters that have the highest luck stat, which in my case, all of my characters have best. So I can equip it to anybody, but we're going to equip it to Ashley here. And we're going to start stealing. We're going to have, since everybody's hurt, I'm going to have Tim heal. Lilka will just defend for right now. And then as he steals duplicators, we're going to have the other 2 take them out so they won't keep throwing that at us. Oh, I guess I could have used Mystic and an antidote, but oh well. Go. And now there's one more monster out here we can find, so we're gonna go ahead and run around till we find it. All right, now with those out of the way, we can go ahead and enter the crater. All right, this place could be a bit of an annoying maze, but don't worry, I've got your back. So go ahead and head around and up through the door. And we're gonna go up, drop in the hole. And you notice there's a door right behind us. We're not gonna go through that yet. Instead, we're going to drop down through this door. Do not drop down there. Go up through the door. Fire rage. Now drop down. Thunderclap. Oh, while we're at it, equip your physical character with the fire ring. All the enemies in here are weak to fire. All right, head on up. The door. All right, in this room here, you'll notice there's holes everywhere. We don't want to drop down any one of these just yet. Instead, head towards the southern part of the room, and up here, water drip. And go through this door to the northeast side of the room. Takes us back out here. So now what we want to do is drop down here, drop down here, walk over here, and then switch to Tim with Puka. Grab this chest, Snowflake, and it doesn't matter what character you control, but just drop down, go through this door, head back up through this door again, and back to the room with all the holes. Now, we're going to be revisiting this a handful of times. It does get a little bit tedious, but I promise you we have to do it. So, next where we're going to want to drop is all the way at the southwest pole right here. Flip the switch. Drop over here. Earth grown. And I know there's appears to be a door here, but we can't open it even if we drop a whole bunch of bombs in front of it. Hey. Go ahead and make your way up here, over and through the door. Takes us back to the room with holes. So put your compass back to the north. Now the next spot we want to drop is going to be right here. Light flash. Then work your way around through the door. Zephyr Claw. Go up. And there's a medium.
I'm Meteorite. I've come very far. I'm the guardian of stars. Whenever you need me, call. I'll come fly, but don't eat me.
Huh? Okay, so let's go ahead and recap all the items that we picked up. First off, let's organize these so we have them all together. So here they are. So let's go down the list here. So we want to make sure we have Snowflake, Fire Rage, Thunderclap, Water Drip, Pitch Dark, Earth Groan, Light Flash, and Zephyr Claw. So all these are just as you expect. So Light Flash, Light Element, Dark Element, Wind Element. All right, so let's look at the new medium. Star Artifact. The Rigderbright is a non-elemental guardian. So if we use Combine and we summon him, he'll do non-elemental damage, which would be really helpful for some enemies that, you know, if they have most, if not all of the spells by any chance, we could just summon him and he could do some massive damage. It also increases your strength and attack power by a pretty good amount. So we'll probably be equipping that to Conan or Ashley at some point. Speaking of Ashley, I'm gonna go ahead and put him. However, let's go ahead and equip that to Ashley and we can show what his ability does in case you haven't been able to check by now, because the special ability that Rigderbright gives us when he's equipped is Artifact. And that's going to make use of all the little artifact items we just picked up in this area. So let's run into a quick battle really quickly and I'll show you what that does. Maybe. Do I need to go up further? Probably. Almost got stuck inside, so we're just gonna go ahead and go outside the crater and just run into a battle out here. Gila monsters, perfect. So, with Rigderbright equipped, we use Artifact and then locate the artifact items that we got from inside, and that will allow us to use any of these artifacts, and it'll allow whoever has it to cast a spell. So with Gila Monster, I mean, I don't think it's really going to matter at this level, but I think his was Earth. Well, it wasn't his weakness, but you get it. So now our non-magical party members, if they have Rig-to-Bright equipped, they can cast spells. So, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put Stair Robe back on Ashley, and I'm going to give Rig-to-Bright to Tim, and let's take a quick look at the spells he can learn. Valkyrie and Cosmic Ray. Non-elemental attack for all. But it requires 50 FP, that requires 10 enemies to be dropped, and then Cosmic Ray, a level 2, or I guess in this case it'd be a level 3 if you think about it. Non-elemental attack for all. So both of these spells hit all enemies. It's just one takes, Valkyrie takes 50 FP and Cosmic Ray takes 75. So you can just imagine what kind of damage that these spells will do. I will be using this to learn those spells as soon as I get the chance. But first, now that we're all done here, let's go ahead and head to Baskar.
The sky is truly being gnawed away. The Dreamseer's vision has finally come to pass. I will explain from the beginning. The Dreamseers have the knowledge and the training to receive and recognize the Guardian's will. But messages from the Guardians come only in fragments and are often difficult to interpret. It is extremely rare for a message to so concrete to be bestowed by the Guardians. The danger to Filgaia must be truly great to warrant such a vision.
Well, what are the Guardians trying to tell us?
Unfortunately, that is all we know. Or will ever know from the Guardians, for the Dreamseer can only wait for dreams. And since the power of the Guardians is also the power of all Filgaia, Filgaia being eaten away means the power of the Guardians will be diminished.
Excuse me. Could I help out, maybe? Could I receive the will of the Guardians with the power that I have?
It might indeed be possible for Tim to channel the will of the Guardians.
I'll do anything I can.
We would need to go to the sealed sanctuary of the Guardians. The sealed sanctuary would have enough of the Guardians' power left in it.
The sealed sanctuary of the Guardians. What is it?
It is called the Sacrificial Altar.
Wait a second. You keep bringing up sacrifices. Hold on. I'm going. I can't believe it. Now Tim is talking that way too. Don't worry. I don't want to go there to be sacrificed either. All I want to do there is ask the Guardians what is happening to Filgaia. It makes me worried for some reason. I was scared at first. At first I wanted not to be a pillar so much that I couldn't think of anything else. It's different now though. It's hard to say why, but now I have a reason for dying. Now there is a reason for me to fight. I don't want to run away anymore. I want to help. I think that means he started to find himself. But there's something I don't get. You see, I am me, but there is no myself to me. So if there were a medium, an information matrix, then I could change into anything. I am only me, Puka, because there is no myself. Tim has begun to find himself since he met me. I'm envious of that. I would like to find myself too, but maybe with everyone's help, I'll be able to. I have to try.
I found out about the sealed sanctuary, the sacrificial altar. There are many things said about its precise location, though You had better ask people yourselves.
We will be with you the whole way, Tim. We will protect you. Thanks, but I'm not scared anymore. Let's go. All right, so as Tim, we have to go around the village and ask people. Let's just talk to them. The sky is being gnawed away. I had no idea how literally true that could be. That's a vendor. The sacrificial altar was built in the steep mountains of Urartu, far away the eyes of the world. There, those who control the hearts of men, the guardian lords, the avatars of the guardian lord, wait for the arrival of the pillar. I wonder... Oh, no thanks. At least the vision from the dream has become reality. Filgaia is about to be covered. The place for a pillar is in front of the sacrificial altar. The time has come for the pillar to save the world at a sacrificial altar in the mountains of Urartu. Let's go talk to Colette. Is it true? True? Did I really say I'd go to the sacrificial altar? Think you could save Filgaia without the pillar? What should I do? What should I do? I don't believe... Okay, well, that doesn't help us any. Okay. So, all we know is that it is located in the mountains of Urartu. And it just so happens I know exactly how to get there. So, what we're going to do is we're going to teleport to Gil-galad. Go ahead, go inside. Talk to your save NPC. Save your game. And that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If this guide is helping you out, please be sure to leave a like and a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are. And if you're new and you would like to see the end of this adventure, please be sure to give a subscribe. I would love to have you here. Until next time, I'll see you all in the next video. You all have a wonderful day.